Hello and welcome to a level spot leveling guy. I don't like that. Hello and welcome to a leveling spot guide for Maiden's Eye. I'm talking about Deadmeat camp. This is where you can camp the named Deadmeat. He is a named wolf. We're gonna kill him in just a moment if somebody doesn't poach him. He just popped. I don't know where. Let's see him, but this spot is pretty casual, if you will. Not a whole lot of effort goes into this camp. It's pretty much from this wall right here to this wall right here. So everything in this square you want to kill. Mostly these scavengers, the Luckland scavengers, and whatnot. So get Cellos. Alright, let's see if we can find Deadmeat. He just popped on tracking. I don't know where though. There's some bats that spawn here also that are really good to kill. They're also placeholders. Where is this guy? Did somebody grab him? I can't imagine that, but alright, so let me spawn somewhere over here. I don't know where he went. Let me go to the bard here. Alright, let's see, invis. He's on tracking. Track. Head to the right. Oh, there he is right there. Alright, there's the big boy. Alright, we're going to Sonic Disruption him. Get him right over here. Switch to Paladin. And we got him. Alright, so this is the camp. You know, just right here. You're pulling these wolves. You get, with a bottle of Venture 2, I'm getting 0.08 at 115. So I'd say this spot is good from 115 to probably 118. I think you could probably stay here if you wanted to, and just if you wanted to grind in between all the other stuff that you're doing for experience and whatnot. Let's get some burns on this guy here. Mod Rod, since I didn't do it. Silent Casting. Venom. Circular. Funeral Pyre. Twin Cast. Spire. That. And then we'll go over here to the Mage. Give everybody their mod rods. There we go. Spire. Hit 7. Focus. Thaumaturge. Silent Casting. Obviously, these names in here are going to have a lot of hit points, but they're not going to hit as hard as normal. I would say they're about as equivalent, if not easier, than COV tier 2 mobs, if anything. Like, I think the last video I did for Holdridge here was Sleeper's Tomb, and I killed names in there, and I didn't even know. I literally didn't even. If the model wasn't different, I would not have noticed that it was a named mod. In all honesty, but obviously I'm using pets to tank most of this stuff, just because it frees me up to go do other things like pull and stuff like that while this is going on. But this spot, so far I've been here for at least 15% of 115, and it has been fairly easy, fairly cool, fairly calm. Right, I was doing this camp right here on the other side of the wall, trying to get this named here in the tower, and that was a stressful camp. That was you know, running up and down this circular tower trying to get the named, and then, you know, you're pulling like 3 aliens at once. And it's just, you know, it's a higher stress kind of an, you know, event. So this was significantly less. So here we go. We got him. We got a one-handed slashing. That's an upgrade. We're gonna give that to the bard. We got tier 1 boots. We're gonna give those to me, and a spell. I'm gonna take those two. I haven't decided who's getting what, but for the most part, let me get this, sell those. It's just go out here and pull. They the little aliens over there don't assist the animals, the bats or the wolves, so you can just pull them wherever. You can just ignore the aliens, or you can kill the aliens if you want. I've just been killing the placeholders for the named, because I want armor and I want ore. So that's kind of, you know, the loot of this area, right? So getting this, you know, axe for my bard here is probably going to be a little bit of a damage upgrade. Let's see here. I got a 10 right now, and that's an 11, so definitely worth it. And these are all tunable here in tier 1, so swap that in and swap that out. So you can actually sell the tunable weapons if you want on the bazaar. And the gear here is attunable also. So the boots, the fading waxing, is attunable, and it is better than, if we look here at the stats, it is better than tier 3 COV. Here's tier 3. Gosh, I think this is, I think Velium Infused is, yeah, Velium Infused is TOL tier 3, and this is like, so it's like 1,000 hit points better, and so it's gonna be about a little bit better than tier 1, I mean tier 3 of the other stuff. So just a definite, you know, really good spot. I find that like I've been doing a lot more of these named camps, 1 for gear, and 2 just to you know, try them out. You know, put this paladin, you know, to work and see how well he can do, right? And you know, you see how he's like mostly tanking, like that's just how it is. But once the pet pulls aggro, I can usually go off and do my own thing. I also use a 2-hander a lot more. You know, that really increases my DPS, especially with me popping Slay Undead on live mobs whenever my necromancer gets around to multi-bind casting Turn Undead, or Combust Bones, or whatever it is. But yeah, so this is a good little spot for I would say 115 to 117, 118. Just pure grinding. You know, obviously some of these other spots are going to be good, and we'll check those out as we work through the Hunter of Terror of Luckland. But there we go. That is 1 named, and 2. Wait, actually, wait, hold on. Here are like 0.4 away from leveling. Let's just keep going here. This will be a little bit longer, but if you don't care about anything else about the video, this is the spot. This is where I grind it out, and you can say goodbye. But I'm gonna keep grinding. I'm gonna get 116 here. Here in just a minute, as soon as I find a mob. I saw 2 bats up there. I really didn't want to have to switch my weapon again. But it looks like we are. Alright, we got the 2 bats. These are the Luckland Stalkers. The bats are also the placeholders, if I did not say that yet, but they are. Alright, so with 2 mobs in here, with my gear set, I always go with a sword and shield. Or you know, one-handed shield, just to make sure. Guys, you see there, I'm getting chunked like 15% of my health tanking 2 of them, right? As soon as the pet decides to like actually do some work, get one of these off me, we can have a different conversation about switching to 2-hand. There we go. Let's switch to this one. But the closer I get to the level of my necromancer, the pet is not going to be as good. So I'm, you know, I got a little bit of time before that happens, but there we go. I'm gonna go ahead and slow this one here, and should be good. Get my bard, get her positioned right there, and there we go. And let's get him dotted up. So one thing I've been able to do is when I'm fighting, I can dot up a mob and then switch, and he'll typically die before the other one dies. It's been pretty nice. There we go. So I'm tanking 1. So I can probably two-hand tank this guy without much problem. Just let him... Come on, give me my two-hander. And I'm going to switch to Proclamation on my Necromancer. So I have a 4 and 5. So if I hit 4, they do one thing. If I hit 5, they do another thing. So it's kind of a... I need that Proclamation proc. I don't have it in my dot macro. So I have to switch to a different key set. But just running around here, you can kind of see the camp. And if you want to kill the aliens, you can. But they come in pack of 2. Like I'm trying to like make this as easy as possible for myself here. Just killing, like 1 mob at a time. I think my record is like 4 of these at once. But that's, blowing cooldowns and stuff like that. And, trying to make sure that I don't die. But we're at 99.6, so we're almost there. So I'm just going to keep going. Get us to 116, and, yeah, nice little thing there. But I think this is probably one of the little bit better spots I've found. The Dracoliches are pretty good, but that's going to slow down pretty quick. Unless that's like, the level cap right there. I know that would be good AAs. This would probably be better AAs. And it's slightly less work because you don't have to run around with all the characters or all, your whole group. Like you do with the Dracoliches because they don't pull very well. Like this spot, I can just park them there. And I can pull to my group. And I don't have to, worry about things like that. Which is been it's like sometimes you're just tired. You don't want you don't want to go through a whole bunch of work, and so this is low effort mob killing. Jeez, straight for the bard. That has been I'm gonna keep you back here. That has been one of the things that I've had to deal with is the bard dying a lot. Because she pulls aggro without even trying. Even with, what is it called now? Protest of Honor on there. Still beelines right for the bard sometimes. If I'm not within a certain distance. It's so weird. It doesn't make sense at all. But, it is what it is at this point. But, yeah. He's just dying now. There we go. What are we at? 0.7. All right. You can see here it's a fairly casual spot. No real danger here. Now all the stuff like you see over here, you could pull all that. I'm specifically only pulling the placeholders for the named. Because this is kind of like the whole point of this camp is being able to kill the name to get armor and stuff like that, while also getting fairly okay decent experience, right? The higher you get, it's less. Like if we look at my Necromancer, he's 123, he's getting 0.5, and my Paladin here, who's 115, is getting 0.8. They both have experience potions, so you're gonna get slightly less than that. If you don't have the bottle's I think 25% experience. Yeah, so take off 25% of 0.08, whatever that is mathematically. So how much you get? I think it was like 0.5 though. Maybe a little bit less. Just depends on it's like 0.5, 0.6, 0.6. I say 0.5, but I meant like 0.05. Just in case that is not clear and you're not looking at the screen. Slave Patroller. There's one right there. And I think there was only one that I've had. This one right here is the only one that will walk past the group and attack them. There was a bat a little earlier that was kind of like an invis bat. Like you couldn't see it except for the target ring. he was kind of like attacking, but I haven't seen him in a few respawns, so I think it was just like a bugged mob. So you kind of, you do have to like watch out for the roamer here, but all things considered, it's not a hard roamer to watch out for. Alright, let's get mod. No, you don't need mod rod. The cleric needs a mod rod though. Alright, so that one was like 0.07. But you can easily see all the mobs over here are also for the mercenary quest. So when we come and do the mercenary quest for this here very very soon, once my cleric gets 116, you'll see that we'll be able to come up here and just grind all this out in a matter of moments, really. Yeah, oh man. Waiting for respawn now. So I'm not really pulling anything but the placeholders. So it's kind of hit or miss on what you can find sometimes. But if I go down here a little bit, you can see here that there's starving worms. There's a shadow wolf, right? We'll pull him. He's not a placeholder, but he is a oh shoot. All right, we messed up. All right, we got too close, so we're gonna drop mantle. We're gonna slow this guy. We're gonna beacon. I don't think that actually did anything. The wolf needs to get on me. No, my bard died. All right, it's fine. It's fine. All right, we're gonna 7. There we go. Yeah, if you run too close to the slaves, they will attack, but it is what it is. And so, like, I'm 115, but none of these spells actually work because I don't have the AAs to increase the level range for them. So that's kind of a bad thing right there. But we're about to hit this kill. Should kill it and get us to 116. You can kind of see here how this works. I'm not taking too much damage right now. Go here, blessing. I'm not gonna waste divine on her. All right. All right, that looks good. Let's turn you. What do you got memorized? Memorized. Oh my gosh, they're not levels. Alright, the next one will level us here. So the slaves are blue, and they're, easier mobs to kill. They're not relatively weak, like some of the mobs in this zone, but they are weaker than some stuff. So if we, I'm gonna throw some buffs out here, right? Let's get a mod rod. And HP buff. There we go. Put that mod rod away, and then go back over here. Of course, my hands were full, and I could mem a spell. All right, this thing's about to die. Let's go into direct damage mode here. Hit 5 instead of 4. Alright. How's mana? Everybody looks good. Alright. There we go. 116 has been acquired. Alright, and I'm going to go back to 2 hands since there's one mob now. So, as I said, this spot is pretty good. I'll probably stay here for another 10 to 20% before I start doing the quests for my cleric to level up. She is a little bit behind. As you can see on the thing here, everybody but the cleric is 116. So, that's all I'm waiting for, and then we'll start... oh, we got another ad. Get him. But we'll after we get everybody 116, we'll start doing all of Terra Lucklin and go through that. Those videos should be out shortly. But I guess we can go ahead and close it here and maybe get a action shot on this. There we go. But thank you very much for watching, and please have a fantastic day.